So what's up? You know, this spirit guide that I'm working with, this motherfucker be rushing me. He rushing me, he messing up my flow. He's stubborn and he a little impatient. I told him, I said, well, I got plans to do, I didn't even finish my hair. I finished like halfway up. And then I'm just like, I'm gonna finish it later on. So, I wasn't feeling good, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling something was going on. So, but I was trying to ignore the shit. So I went to go lay down. And all I feel is somebody pushing me on my back. Like, get up. Get up. Nigga. Get up. I couldn't take it anymore. I said, what do you want? What do you want to do? So, um, I'm moving into more creative energy, but he is rushing me. He is rushing me. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to set up my iPad, my little pad. Cause I'm working on this animation. I didn't, like my device is not even fully charged. It's on 25%. That he's rushing. He's moving too fast. But I just gotta go with the flow because he know more of what's going on than I do. So whatever. God. All right. So we're about to get started. Here we are. Okay, so let me take care of this thing in the background. Okay, so I have to get rid of this. And my thing moving slow. Because it's not fully. It take my device. Well, that shouldn't matter because my device has been open. So this is pretty much the end. It's just nagging the fuck out of me. Get to work, get to work, get to work. Ugh, pushing me on my back. God. I like my women spirit, guys. I like my women spirit, guys. He impatient. He is being impatient. The only thing about doing this is having to look down, because it should be hurting my neck. Oops. I didn't want that. Look at that. Fucked up. See? Moving too fast. Okay, so her lips. So we pretty much done. I don't even have control over this damn pen. I wonder, did he draw or something? Cause it feel like he taking over. Look, 15%. The shit was on 25 and I was on 15. I tell you, motherfuckers grant you a couple of wishes. Grant your ass a couple of wishes. And they just feel like they can just bombard your ass. I tell you, boy, ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing fucking free. Everything come with a price, huh? That shit crazy. That shit crazy. I'll do what it takes to keep you free. You are the masterpiece. You are the masterpiece. My lips dry. Let me just hurry up and do this. Sheesh. So, damn, I put it on the wrong layer. See, you moving too fast. Like, I can't even think straight. It's levels to this. It's levels and it's layers. I have a feeling you might have been a creative person. Maybe you just enjoy. This shit gonna look crazy. So let me get rid of these two lashes. So I heard somebody is about to get a second Christmas. I just heard that somebody is about to get a second Christmas. Maybe Christmas wasn't what you wanted it to be. So, something is about to happen for you to where it's like you're gonna be getting like a second chance at Christmas or something. She looks crazy. I just feel all fucking anxious and shit. Fuck this. He got time for his shit. So I don't know. Right, 5 minutes. Ain't that about a bitch? What is going on? What is going on? He rushing me. I know. That's all right. Let him learn, cause he gonna learn. I'm pretty sure he's excited. It's hard to find somebody that they can connect to and explore somewhat of life again. But now you're gonna see that, you need time. You gotta charge up these devices. I know I had it charging for a while, but now we about to be interrupted and we not about to finish. Cause the shit about to go off. Your friend must be stubborn too. Ha ha ha. He said he's not as stubborn as me. Okay, boom. What's up with you? See, look at that shit. They don't listen. I tell you, boy, men do not be listening. Well, I guess you had your fun. I gotta recharge it. You gotta charge, or else it's gonna cut off and it's gonna take forever to charge back up. I can't believe you rushed me. You need to learn some. You need to learn some angel etiquette. So what do we do now? Okay. So my thing is, I stopped doing readings, but he wants to do a reading. Is it okay if I do the reading? I'm asking God. Okay. I heard a yes. So, ooh. So the thing is, like I said, it's like somebody I believe it was God told me, somebody is about to have a second Christmas. So you can be prepared for some shocking, unexpected news or something. Okay. This motherfucker is talking. He talking so much. You know, it's when I connect to well-known individuals that passed over, you know, it's everything is stronger. The visions are stronger, the voices are stronger, the synchronicities are stronger. But see, with me working in the funeral home, like, it's taking me from high to low. You know what I mean? So it's taken me a while to be able to really hear what these individuals want from me, because the thing is that, you know, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's really about the evolution of a person. And this is why they need to be able to live and heal themselves through individuals that are still here. You know, you don't have to know that they're here, but sometimes they want you to know. So it's hard, like, I can't hear this man's voice, but I know the words that he's saying to me. Okay? So he was saying a lot. He gonna have to slow down. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to, ever since I started working at that job and I've been connecting with the deceased, you know, this is new for them. Now this guy, I don't know how long he's been, you know, obviously he hasn't reincarnated, you know. So he has some type of awareness. He, you know, he wasn't just, it's not like he wasn't growing within his life, you know what I mean? It's just hard to hear them because I cannot hear them the way that I can hear the stars. I don't know. This is like challenging as hell. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. So this is going to represent devotion. It could also represent an apology. Okay, but it's going to represent very caring energy. This is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve. So it could be a child. Okay, if it's not a child, then it's somebody who has the heart of a child, but we are talking about a second Christmas. Okay, so it may have something to do with this child. I do pick up this child is a blessing. So are they on the spectrum? Okay, so this child is on the spectrum. Okay. Okay. When you have children that are on the spectrum, you know, that's purposeful. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, and I, you know, this is some real shit. Children who are on the spectrum, those children are for the men. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't know why. I have no idea why. But that is something in which that I know. You know, I don't know. I don't know why. I think when dealing with a child on the spectrum, it brings out something different within a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like these children are gifts to the man. And I know it sounds fucked up because it's kind of like, well, I'm the mother, I had the baby, you know, I take care of the baby, the dad. Because I know a lot of girls, they have like children on the spectrum. And I'm talking, you know, most of my friends, the women that I know that have children on the spectrum, their children are like low functioning. So they have like a lot of behaviors, you know, a lot of incognite, you know, I don't know if I said that word right. I don't know why that word. Did you tell me that word? I don't know. Incognization, something like that. Um and when I see these women deal with their children, it's very frustrating for them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times the fathers disappear because they don't want to deal with that shit. And the thing is that those children are a gift to the man. Okay? So, um, but of course, when mom takes over, and if mom is doing she's doing the best that she can, mom is always going to be okay. It's kind of like instead of dad getting the gift, mom gets the gift. Now, let's say that mom meets somebody and this man takes on their child. And this man grows a strong liking, understanding, or bond to this child. Now, that gift is given to that man, rather it is his father or not. You know, rather that is his child or not. So, you know, I know a lot of people do not have autism awareness, but you know, these people, these children are very gifted. I even know a couple of grown individuals who are on the spectrum, you know, and I can see their gifts. You know what I'm saying? My son has a gift too. You know, of course, I'm not going to tell because I don't want nobody trying to fuck with his gift. But these individuals are very gifted. They can sense and pick up on things, you know, more than the typical average child or person. You may think that they don't know, that they're not paying attention, but they know more. They know more than what you think. In a way, because the brain is not, how can I say it? It's not average. It makes them a little more outer worldly. Okay? So they actually have an extraterrestrial consciousness. Okay? So this is why I got into art therapy. You know, to be able to help my son. There are individuals, you know, that walk up and down the street that have like schizophrenia, bipolar. So I work with a guy. He had Tourette's, schizophrenia, and he was bipolar. You know, this is when I first got into art therapy because I needed somebody to work on for free. So, you know, one thing that I noticed more so about the men, because, you know, my son, and then a lot of the men walking back and forth, you know, they take to the women. I know a woman who's on the spectrum, but she does not like you getting too close to her. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't work with her. But so I work with a lot of men. One thing that I learned about men on the spectrum, their hair is very important. There's something about the head, like stimulating the head. You know, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like your energy transfers to their brain. I'm trying to tell you. So this guy, you know, I met him. He was helping this woman out to fix her car, and he was really trying to help her. And I was just like, oh, look at him. So he came over to me and he asked me if I had some tools. I ain't had no tools. Long story short, he ended up helping her and she drove off. He was looking for her to pay him, but she didn't pay him. So, I had asked him, I'm just like, I'm about to go to the store. Do you want anything from the store? So he asked me, he was like, well, do you have a cigarette or a Black and Mild? During this time, I was smoking cigarettes. So, but I wasn't trying to give him my cigarette. I said, because he said he wanted a Black and Mild. I said, well, I'll go buy you one from the store. I give you the money to go into the store. He said, I can't go into the store. I said, why? He said, because I was on drugs real bad one night and they kicked me out and they banned me out of the store. So I went to go get his Black and Mild, and I'm just like, what are you doing on drugs knowing that you got certain things going on with you? Okay? So he's just like, I know, man. He was just like, but, I'm here. I'm from Venezuela. I was in prison. It got crowded. They shipped me over here. I have to report to downtown to get a shot every month for my medication. I never heard of motherfuckers getting a shot. They usually take pills. So I was just like, are they experimenting on him? So I told him, he had like the little man bun. So he was just like, yeah, do you know anybody who can do hair, or can you do my hair, or whatever. So fast forward, we met up one day. I did his hair in front of the laundromat. Okay. So, I'm sitting there, I'm doing his hair. He's, his vibe was just crazy. I was just like, you look like you need somebody to talk to. So he just started talking his little heart out. He started telling me all his business and spilling the beans. I said, damn, this is what he needed. Because it's all mental health. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. So he wanted braids, in his man bun. So we started off rough. And then throughout the process, there was a total shift in his energy. So when he looks in the window, he looks at his hair. He was so happy. He's sitting up there in the window, and he's just doing this and he's doing that. He's doing, you know what I'm saying? And you can just see a glow come through him. Okay? So that's when God told me the hands and the hair, the hands and the head. So my son has locks. Okay? He doesn't really like getting his locks done. But what I do is I do treatments on his head. This helps relax him mentally, especially with dealing with the challenges at school. So usually every Friday we set up like a therapy session to where I go in and moisturize his hair and his scalp under the steam treatment, under the steam machine. I got a little table. He lay on my table. I cut the steam on. Sometimes if he want to do his face, he want like a little facial, I'll do that. Shit like that works. So what I've noticed, there's something about the head. Like if you're in good mental health and you're in their head, you transfer that energy from your hands through your head, which also tells you that you are a healer. Your hands have healing abilities. Okay? Because not just anybody can be touching on somebody's head. Like they don't, like they can feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can feel when something not right about you. Their senses are very high. I feel like for a lot of individuals that deal with things mentally, with anything that when it comes to our senses, anything that we lack, we are stronger in other areas. So when an individual is dealing with mental challenges, it's like their intuition is sharper. It's like their hearing is sharper. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the things that they see, the things that they know, it's more. And we look at these individuals as if you know, yes, they have a hard time operating in society because they are outer worldly. You understand what I'm saying? So the world looks at them as if something is wrong with them, but these people have it together and they know more than most. You know, in a way, it is a form of genius. But you have to find out the child's gift and you have to be able to work with skill in that gift. Okay? So, my son, something else that he does to relax his mind is he plays with clay. Okay? Legos. So, when it comes to Legos, he loves to build. When it comes to clay, he loves to play with the clay in his hands. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know why I said all that. But whatever. You know, like I said, that's why I got into art therapy, to be able to help him. And then I wanted to establish, you know, my own practice to where I could help in other individuals. And I could have workshops and programs to help people with their children to be able to connect and understand their children a little more, you know. I don't know where all that came from. I pick up Polar Express. So, you know, the child may like the movie Polar Express. If this child has behaviors, it's because the child misses somebody. The child wants to be with their person. Okay? You know, they get sad and they get depressed when they don't have their person that they cling to the most. Okay? Because there's something about you that's special. You know, they know that. You know, my son is the same way. But because he's older and I be keeping it real with his ass, you know, he's developed a little more independence and a little more confidence with exploring other connections, you know. Ooh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I be having sinuses. So we have Justice in the position of the crown. This must be your friend. This is your friend. Okay. Well, of course, because you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be wanting me to do this reading. Okay. Maybe some things going on with the justice system as well. If anything is going on, if he's dealing with court, he's going to be successful in court. Okay? But this really looks like karma. Okay, it looks like he's getting some type of good karma after having to deal with a toxic situation. I do pick up some type of corruption too. Okay, so the reversals are the past. It looks like something happened financially. Like somebody stole some money from him, or there was like a leak in his money. He possibly wanted to start something new or start something, you know, it's like he wanted to invest in something. But he didn't have the money to be able to, do that. Whatever it was something that would gain him some type of power, and it would keep individuals off his back from trying to oppress him. You know what I'm saying? So he had to stand up for himself. He had to make a move. But there's something going on with, but this is connected to inspiration. So he has the gift of inspiration. That's probably what this child, yes, I told you, they're extraterrestrial. You know, extraterrestrials, they don't really give a fuck about humanity, because there are different, just like there are different ethnicities, there are different like clans and ethnicities and societies of extraterrestrials and extraterrestrial intelligence. Okay, so not all of them like human life. Some of them want to help human evolution. Some of them don't care. They only care about if your frequency is high enough to heal them and connect with them. Some of them is kind of like just don't like humans. Extraterrestrials love the brain. They are curious about human brain. Okay? So, you know, a lot of people are being experimented on mentally by the extraterrestrials. Okay? I mean, hey, whenever we deal with autism, that's extraterrestrial intelligence. Okay? So these individuals may have an attraction to the sea, to the ocean, to the beach. The beach is healing grounds for these individuals if they don't have a trigger based around water. But I mean, I've never worked with anybody on the spectrum who had challenges with water, you know. But the water heals them. And if you think about marine life, which is also called terrestrial life, right? And you see the many different creatures. Think of an octopus. You know, that motherfucker got 8 legs, 8 brains, and 3 hearts. Oh, that's okay. Then, you know, when you cut an octopus and it's alive, it still is living. It still is moving. It's very resilient. Okay? I don't know why I said that either. Okay, so when it comes to the friend, when it comes to this man, he has the strength card. He has the intellect, which is the Ace of Swords. He has the innocence card, and which is also the Fool. Okay, so he has been proven innocent in a situation. Maybe somebody tried to say he stole something from them. Maybe somebody tried to say he was underhanded in a situation. Somebody tried to take him to court. It's not they're not going to tell me what he went to court for, so okay, it's not my business. Boy, I tell you, when it come to the chosen one, God be locking it down. God will not let you get through. God wants you to know what God wants you to know about the person. Okay, well, so whatever was going on with court, I mean, it's going to run in his favor. He's going to be proven innocent in a certain situation. Okay? This is also the card of the risk. Taking a leap of faith. Okay? So he's about to take a leap of faith. So, I mean, his energy looks really good. He's strong. This is a very sexy card though too, because it talks about animal instinct, animalistic, right? So just like I said, I'm connecting to this man, and then I put in my little tiger. I put in my tiger hair. Okay. Tigers, I already said, creativity, and they also represent resilience as well. So this man has a lot of strength, and he has like a lot of sexual energy too. Okay. He has power within the convictions of his beliefs. Okay. Well, this is more so of having courage. Okay. Courage. He has courage within his convictions. Okay. He has integrity, compassion. The main thing I pick up is compassion. You know. Ooh. Goddamn bag. Okay. So he has the truth, he has clarity. Okay. So shit is about to look up for him. Things are about to be on the up and up for him. I feel like this man is about to go through a major life transition. You know, like one day it may seem like like life is too much and it feels like everything's falling apart. Then it's just like the next day your whole world changes. You know, you end up getting the home that you want. You end up getting the car that you want. You end up, getting the partner that you want. You end up getting the business that you want. You end up, everything begins to grow, grow and blossom like flowers. Okay. So I do pick up there's something going on emotionally with this man. I haven't seen any real cup cards here except for this child over here. Okay. So I guess he's not really somebody who digs too deep within his feelings. But see, that's what I'm saying. Children on the spectrum are a gift to men. Okay. So, this child may be the one to bring out the best in him emotionally. Okay. Maybe somebody owes him an apology too. Somebody could owe him some type of apology because he's been proven innocent in a situation. So, it's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Change gonna come. Change. So he has the gift of inspiration. So, just naturally just being him, he inspires. I believe, somebody may have tried to come up against him and they ended up being inspired by him. Ain't that shit crazy? Yeah. They may end up being inspired by him, and so they come to him and they apologize to him. Sound like God's work. So God already been up in there whooping ass, handling some shit. Yes, sir. Okay. He's giving me cold vibes, though. He's giving me cold vibes. There's no emotions here. There's no, There's sexual energy, but that's about it. So, I heard he likes head. Ooh, ha, 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 ha. Okay. Well, I don't want to get too freaky with the reading. I mean, but it's real big here. Okay, there's something here about gentle. I wonder, do he like animals? Do he like animals? He's not an animal person. Um, if he, so the thing is that if he's dealing with a challenging child, then the advice is going to be to inspire the child with animals and being gentle. Okay. Um, so he don't like animals. I like animals. Um, but he has like he's like very he's giving me like predator vibes. He said, okay, so he was a wild boy back in the day. I could tell that, you know. He may still be a little he may still be, well, my thing is that he's tamed. With the strength card here, like he's tamed. So however he handled himself in a situation, it was very admirable. You know, I keep somebody adores him. I think it's this child or whoever this person is that's coming to say sorry, but I feel like that's a child. This child adores him. This child may have an old soul in them too. Well, I mean, if it's extraterrestrial. Mm. So, so whatever it means, a second Christmas, whatever that means, that's going to put him in a position to take some type of leap of faith, you know, or it could just be him getting back to having faith within God or within himself. If that is the case, then the mission is pretty much over between him and I. Oh, him and God. Him and you. Oh, you did something to him. Something happened between the two of you before you passed or something. Was it a woman? You want to say sorry to him. Sorry for what? He said he knows. But we got to speak it out so that he can pick it up. His spirit can pick it up. You don't want to tell me what you're sorry for. Does he know what you would be sorry for? No. You're not, are you not willing to say? I think you stole something from him. Tell me the truth. Did you steal something from him? You stole something from him. Was it money? So it says that he stole money from his friend, from the guy. So he wants to apologize. Does he know you stole the money? He blames somebody else. He just never knew. So when it comes to this man, anything dealing with situations that are unjust, when it comes to his money, his friend is going to be there to put things back into balance, because the judgment also represents Mayat. Okay? So that is the deity. That's the deity. But Mayat is already awoke. She wants to use my body. She wants to use my body. Does she need to be healed? She's evolving. Okay. So she needs to use my body. Okay. 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 So when her and I connect, it's gonna be like walking karma. So motherfuckers best not fuck with me. But anyway, it's not about me. So when it comes to our guy, his friend is always gonna make sure that he gets justice when he's done unfairly when it comes to money. Okay? Okay. I've been around for a long time. Watching. Have you forgiven yourself? Right. Okay. He says, that was my man. So that's the guilt that was keeping you stuck. So you want his forgiveness. So tonight what we're going to do is that we're going to say a prayer and we're going to talk to him. Okay? And from there, it'll be up to him. You stealing the money, was it a major setback for him? He didn't notice anything about it. He didn't know that. I have a feeling he didn't know that his life was about to change because of something that you took from him. So his life could have went a totally different way than what it is now, and you are the reason for that, and he never knew about it. You want to tell him, and you want his forgiveness. So you're connecting through the child. That's you. Were you secretly jealous of him? No. Okay. You found out. That's what took you out. Oh my goodness. That's what took you out because of what you did to him. And so it's been your responsibility to put things back into justice. But if he doesn't know, if he's not aware, then you can't put it back into justice. So you have been trying to work your way into your next level, into your evolution. You have been trying to, it's hard, you haven't been able to forgive yourself. And every time somebody has done something to him, it sets you back. It breaks your heart. Oh, okay. So we're gonna say a prayer tonight, and you can confront and talk to him. Ooh, get up off me. Get up off me. God, you know. Ooh, unleash my body. God. Oh my goodness. Thank you. It was, oh. Okay, so that's it. Did you make that song? So you've been around even longer. You've been around even longer than what I thought. So you're the one, you like the era of the 50s and 60s? Is that what you're saying? No. He said during those days they was outside playing. I said, oh, okay. Let me see, cause I made this song. That's crazy, cause I heard this song playing in my head. I'm like, why is that song playing in my head? So he was leading me to that song. So this song is actually a premonition. It's your premonition. Let me see. The vocals are not very good on it yet. I've seen many come, and I've seen many go. But one thing that I know, the price you pay for your soul. Wow. Wow. I forgot all about this song. I learned to trust and take it easy. I love the lust, but I want you to save me. 'Cause what you see is grand. I'm part of the master plan. If you are my masterpiece, you are the masterpiece, you are the masterpiece, you are the masterpiece. Do what it takes to keep you free. Do what it takes to keep you free. Do what it takes. I'm your personal security. They try to come for you, then they come for me. Please. They will come for So my thing is that, let me see what date was that. So this man has been around for a while. I guess you was getting me ready for him. When was this? October 20th. Wow. So my thing is that when I made this song, I got a vision of Zola Taylor. Okay? So Zola Taylor, she was one of Frankie Lyman's wives, and she also was a singer back in the 60s, I'm gonna say 50s, 60s. Wow. That shit crazy. So you actually found me in July, and you have been here for ever since July. Wow. It just be so many people, it be so many spirits around me. I cannot keep up with everybody. So I don't know why Zola Taylor popped up. I thought, she led you to me. Well, no, because you found me in July. Did you bring her to me? You're working with her. So, did you do music? You used to do music. You like music. You always wanted to get into it. Is that what you're telling me? You did music. So, you were a musician? It was a hidden dream. Wow. So you've been connected with Zola Taylor? It sounds like he's telling me he played for her, but I don't know. Is that what you're telling me? That's really, you must have, that doesn't make, that's not aligning though, because Martin Luther King, I believe Martin Luther King died in 65. Zola Taylor, she was around late 50s, 60s. So you can't be no more older. Maybe, well, I'm not gonna tell you. Child, these timelines do not be adding up. I cannot hear you. So he's on the outside of my body now. So I really can't hear him now. He's trying to talk to me. We can finish the conversation. We don't have to connect again. You can tell me more about yourself when we like when they be connecting with me, it's like everything cramp up in my body. They not supposed to be merging with me, but this was very purposeful. It was purposeful, so it's okay. That's what I'm saying. I gotta teach these people. I gotta set stronger boundaries because they don't know. You know, they don't know what it's like for me to experience them, and especially when they're in pain or they're having, they're in a lower vibration. Like that shit affects my body. And then he kept pushing on my back, like, wait, get up, get up, get up. Ooh, child. Okay. All right, so that's it. Okay. So, until the next time, we'll talk again.